Well, hello there. Welcome to the Ridley 4-H Center. I'm sure that you're ready to get started having fun, but before we turn you loose, we're going to take you on a little tour of camp so you know where everything is located.
First off, let's take a look at a bird's eye view of the camp. Pretty cool, huh? We'll come back to this in a minute, but let me show you where you are right now. This building is called the Recreation Hall, or Rec Hall for short. It's kind of the central area where a lot of activities at camp happen, so we're going to use this as our base of operations. Let's zoom in just a little bit. The Rec Hall is divided into several sections. You've got the main gathering area right here. In front of that is the stage. Off to the side of the stage is the nurse's office. I hope you don't have to go there during your week at camp, but if you do, the nurse will take really good care of you. The other side of the rec hall has the cafeteria. Oh yeah, we're talking really good food.
Now, let's zoom back out and take another look. Our camp is divided into several sections. Up here is the North Loop. This is where you'll find the cabins where you sleep, and of course the swimming pool with the giant water slide. I don't think you'll get lost on the North Loop. When you go to the swimming pool, make sure you wait in the grass right here until the lifeguards let you in. The swimming pool is an amazing place where you can make new friends and cool off during the hot summer days. Don't forget the sunscreen.
There's another place off to the side of the North Loop. It's a little wooden building called the Spence Cabin. To get there, you go behind the rec hall and past the barbecue pit. Follow the stone sidewalk and it will take you right to the cabin. A lot of special activities are held at the Spence Cabin, so be sure to listen for the announcements.
The South Loop is the way you get to a lot of the activities that we have at camp. We're going to show you on this map where the activities are located, and then we'll even drive you there so that you can see just how easy it is to find them.
Okay, in the very center of the South Loop, we have a big area called the Bowl. We call it that because, well, it's shaped like a giant bowl. Inside the bowl, you'll find the amphitheater. Now, a lot of campfires are held here, and it's a lot of fun. There's another very important place in the bowl. It's called the canteen. This is where you can buy snacks and drinks and souvenirs. It's also where you can buy tickets for certain activities. The canteen is easy to get to. Want to see? You just head down the sidewalk past the flagpoles and you're there.
Let's show you where some more activities are located at the camp. Heading around the South Loop, the first place you'll come to is the playground. Swing sets, monkey bars, the slide. We even have a climbing wall. Just remember, the object is not to go from the bottom to the top, but to see if you can make it all the way from one end to the other without touching the ground.
The next place you'll come to is the craft house and the t-shirt shop. They're both in the same building, just on the opposite sides. At the t-shirt shop, you can do airbrush, tie-dye, and some other really neat projects. At the craft house, there's always something to do. Build a birdhouse, make a ship, carve your name into a router board. You'll never run out of fun things to do at the craft house.
Just past the craft house is one of the coolest areas in the whole camp. This is where you line up to go down to the creek for creek stomping. The line will fill up fast, so get there early if you can. If you make it in time, you'll walk down our trail until you get to Little Bigby Creek. Get ready for water fights, crawdad catching, and even swimming in the alligator hole.
If you continue around the South Loop, you'll come to another very important area right about here. When you get there, you'll see a crosswalk painted on the driveway. Make sure you remember it because that crosswalk points you towards the gate that will take you out to a lot of fun areas. We have the putt-putt golf course, the archery range, more basketball hoops, a huge ball field, and even a challenge course on the far side. Just remember, you can't go to the challenge course by yourself. It's an activity that has to be led by adults. Now there's a lot of cool things that happen out here, so make sure that you go through the crosswalk gate every day at camp.
If you go the other way around the South Loop, you'll find the Gaga Pit. If you've never played Gaga, you're in for a real treat. Think of it like playing dodgeball below the knees. Just past Gaga is the rifle range. At the rifle range, you can learn to shoot safely and practice your marksmanship.
Do you know what else is located if you go this way around the South Loop? Well, if you said the zip line, you were right. The zip line meets at this gazebo. You'll zip all the way across the bowl, then climb a tower and zip all the way back. As you can imagine, it's a lot of fun.
Just past the zip line, you'll find a little road to the right that will take you to the wildlife building. It's a nature center filled with all kinds of live creatures. You can see fish, amphibians, creepy crawly creatures, and yes, we even have snakes. But don't worry, they're all behind glass. Although the crazy critter guy sometimes gets them out and lets you hold them.
You've seen the tour from a bird's eye view, but now I think we'll finish it by taking you in a race car so you can see just how easy it is to get around. Fasten your seatbelts. Here we go.
Our first stop, the playground.
Next, we're going to go to the craft house and the t-shirt shop.
Do you remember how to get to creek stomping?
Okay, hang on tight. We're heading to the crosswalk and then through the gate.
Once you're through the gate, if you want to go to archery, just head toward the little gazebo past the putt-putt golf course. If you want to go to the ball field, go around the other side of putt-putt and head towards the backstop.
I'll race you to the Spence cabin.
Now, let's go to Gaga, the rifle range, zip line, and the wildlife room.
Okay, that's about it. You now know where everything is located at camp. You're going to have a great time this week, and I think the fun is just about ready to begin.